So today we will discuss about Agile Scrum. Okay, just be on mute for me.
Okay. Okay.
If you have any doubts, you can unmute and talk to me. So yesterday we talked about RAD, Rapid Application Development Model, and today we will look into Agile with Scrum. Okay, so as you know, right, Agile is DLC means it's a quick, fast software development life cycle. Okay, speed up or bypass one or more life cycle stages, and it is used for, I mean, time critical applications, less formal and reduced scope. We talked about it yesterday, and we have different types of SDLC methods here. So in this, today we'll talk about Scrum, Agile with Scrum. As a brief introduction, Scrum is an agile process for software development. With Scrum, projects progress via a series of iterations called sprints. Okay, so each sprint is typically 2 to 4 weeks long. While an agile approach can be used for managing any project, Scrum is ideally suited for projects with rapidly changing or highly emergent requirements such as we find in software development. Okay, so let me explain in a detailed way about Scrum management. So I'm a Scrum Master. So Scrum Master is a certification program. Okay, a project manager can do this Scrum Master certification. So here I will explain you in detail about Scrum process. So this is very important, and I mean since 5 years, many of the organizations they are following this. I mean it started basically with product-based companies like Bank of America, Walmart, Sears Holdings, okay, Wells Fargo. Like product-based companies, they started using it because it is specially. I mean uh, product-based companies they specially made this SDLC for themselves. I mean, some of the center of excellence teams or best practices teams they prepared these agile models mostly for product-based companies. You know the difference between service and product-based, right? So, wherein product-based companies they want to finish the project within less time, within less money. Okay, I mean they don't want to waste more time, more money like uh, how the service companies do. Okay, they don't want to go in that procedure. They want to go in a unique and their own procedures that is known as agile models. So in that, one of the best SDLC is Scrum. So let's see, what is this Scrum basically? What is the meaning of this Scrum? Scrum is a word which was taken from a rugby game. You know rugby, right? People say it as American football too. Okay, so when you look into a rugby game, couple of people, okay, I mean two teams will be pushing each other, correct, in the middle of the ground. Two people will be pushing each other and there will be a ball in the middle, so that area we call it as scrum. Got it? So what I mean to say here is people will be supporting the front row people to push forward. Okay, so that, so this scrum is something like, it looks like a game. The scrum development looks like a game. Like you have to support others and someone will be supporting you. I mean you have to, okay, help others and someone will be helping you by touching your shoulders, by pushing your shoulders. You people, whole team has to move forward to, okay, to win the game. I mean support, what I mean to say is support you need. So this scrum development is completely, it completely looks like a game, like a rugby game. Okay, now let's see here. If you want, you can search the meaning of scrum in Google. Okay, in a dictionary you will find it is a, you know people where they surround together and blah blah blah, all about the rugby game. Okay, how they do, you will find that. Okay, fine, whatever it is. So inside a scrum you will have sprints. What is a sprint? A sprint is a quick run. Okay, like in rugby game what happens, one fellow will take that ball from the middle, okay, and he will make a quick run and make the goal, correct? So a quick run, a fast run is known as sprint. Even if you see in Olympics or any sports or any games, you just see like a fast run to 200-meter sprint, 100-meter sprint. Sprint is nothing but a very quick, a very fast run. So we named this here. Why? Because here we have to finish a project, a task, okay, like a sprint. That means 2 to 4 weeks time. Within 2 to 4 weeks means not more than a month. So not more than a month, you have to design one increment. Okay, like for example, Gmail. Okay. So when we talked about incremental model, you remember, right? So Gmail is separate application, YouTube is separate application. This all comes under uh, Google. Okay, that is an incremental model. Even if you look into online banking application, account download statement is different requirement, bill payment is different requirement, fund transfer is different requirement, like this. So such type of models we call them as incremental SDLC model. So these increments, we can develop these increments, okay, by using this sprint in, I mean, not more than a 1 month of time. Okay, now so who from whom you will get these requirements? I mean, from whom you will get this information about the sprint means product owner. Okay, product owner is a single point of contact person. When I say single point of contact means what? He or she is the only person who act as a mediator, I mean, between the client and between the and to the IT company. So don't get confused here. This fellow is not a business analyst. This product owner belongs to client. Okay, but see, as a business analyst or as a technical team, if you want to communicate with client side people, how many people you will find there? Let's say you will have an SME, TSME, correct? Uh, like you can say many other stakeholders. Okay, right? And some departmental heads related to the project. So you have to communicate with all these different people. So just tell me one thing, communicating with different people and gathering different requirements from different people is easy, or communicating with one person and gathering all the different types of requirements, complete requirements, is easy? Always communicating with, yeah, okay. So okay, yeah, tell me,
I
Shravan.
mean, communicating with one, so communicating with one person is easier, so that you get the whole requirements in one piece.
Mm, exactly. So not only easy, it is time saving, correct, and there won't be any misunderstanding and there won't be any ambiguity. So you can easily communicate with one person and you can understand what that fellow is saying, and mostly you can save time, correct. Now this product owner, what this fellow do, this fellow is from client side only, so client will arrange a product owner. So this fellow is the responsible for person for this complete project. I mean, when I say Gmail, so this fellow is a product owner for this Gmail. Got it? So everything this fellow have to take care. I mean, whatever it is, the technical issues or the functional issues or whatever it is. Okay, now here you will find a business analyst or a business systems analyst, we can say, or a business data analyst. So these people communicate with this product owner and gather the requirements. Okay, and also product owner will conduct a session and explain the requirement to the complete team. Okay, anyhow, we'll look into that later. So first we'll see here, look at this, a task, okay, is a sprint. We have to finish a task within 2 to 4 weeks of time. And what product owner is doing, product owner will give you a backlog. Backlog means what? A bunch of requirements gathered together, put together. Okay, I mean, to design this Gmail, all the bunch of requirements are put together and that is given to Scrum team. Got it? Then the whole team will decide which part they will take. I mean, the whole team, as a whole team, you people decide that which piece of cake you want to eat. Okay, so it depends on your designations, depends on your skills, your experience. You take which part you want. I mean, as I told you, it looks like a game, right? So in a game also, you people decide who will be in the front, who will be in the back, or if you look into any football game or any other games, they will decide, right? So you stay there, you stay here, I will pass the ball to you and you pass the ball to me, or some other, whatever it is, like this whole team will together discuss, like a game, like a whole team, like a family, they discuss and they will try to bring the solution. Okay, so that is known as a backlog is given by product owner, and the backlog is given to scrum team, and team will decide what to do, how to do, when to do, and all these things. Okay, now look at this. Scrum master is none other than a
Sorry,
project manager.
let me just say something.
Yeah, please go ahead. Any doubt?
Ahead and talking about it. I was going to add that the backlog, which is a bunch of requirements, is given to the Scrum team, and so because the project manager is responsible for the WBS, which is the work breakdown structure, he will divide the
Yeah.
work among the team members.
Yes. Yeah, you will understand now. You will understand now that. Okay. Now look at this. We don't have any project managers here. There is no project manager designation or a project manager role in Scrum. Okay, so we will be having a Scrum Master. Scrum Master is none other than project manager only, but we should not say project manager here. Why? Because listen carefully. As I said, uh, we are work. I mean, most of the Scrum we do in product companies, right? So when you're doing it when you're working in a product company, the product company will decide whether how much cost they are going to invest on this and everything. So there is no need of cost management or any other management here. Am I right? Mostly. So they don't want a manager here. They want a scrum master. Scrum master is none other than a coach. They don't want any manager. They want a coach. Got it? So what is the difference between a manager and a coach? Manager take care of the team. Manager manages money, manages risk, manages many things, right? Like quality management, risk management, human resources management, procurement management, everything. Money, man, everything, project manager will take care. But here it's not like that, because it is a product based company. No need to bother about money and all these things. Already the amount will be decided. Okay, so here we don't want managers, we want a coach. Who is a coach? Coach is a motivator. Okay, coach is a leader, not a manager. Okay, coach is a motivator. Okay, so this fellow will always stick with the team, the scrum team. Okay, let's see. Scrum team, we should not say development team or designing team, something like that, or a testing team. We should not say like that. So everyone falls under scrum team. Scrum team is nothing but a game, the whole people who play in a game. So scrum master handles scrum team, train them, motivate them, whatever it is, and make the project to move forward. Got it? So how many designations we see here? A product owner, a new person, a scrum master is a new person, correct? Scrum team is a new designation. When I say scrum team, it's a cross-functional team. Cross-functional means what? Basically, in every project, if you see, combination like business analysts, developers, designers, testers, everyone, you will find all these people in a project, right? So why we are calling them as cross-functional team? Because if you take an example of football game, let's assume if your goalkeeper is not performing well, or let's assume your goalkeeper met with an accident or something happened, he's not feeling well, then what you do basically? Do you leave the place? Do you leave the game and you come back, all of you? Or someone will play on behalf of this fellow? Someone will play, right? A substitute. Okay, or else someone from your team, maybe you will find some all-rounders, right? So that fellow will be a goalkeeper, at the same time that fellow will play the game. So someone should go and act as a goalkeeper here. If no one is going forward, then what happens? At the end of the day, you all people lose your game. That's it. It affects on the complete team. It is not going to affect on a one person. It affects on the complete team. You will lose a cup by the end of the day. Okay? Yes or no? That is what the power of the Scrum. That the main concept of Scrum is every individual should take it as an initiative. But basically, when you look into other models, what happens, there will be a team lead. Under team lead, you will have some couple of people. So these people will do up to some extent. If they are unable to do it, then they will hand over it to team lead. Okay, and the team lead will sit overnight and fix the things. And then because team lead have to report it to project manager, so project manager will never ask a developer what is happening, what is happened. That fellow will ask only team lead, because the hierarchy, if you see, project manager communicates with team lead, and team lead communicates with the team. Okay, so team members report to team lead, and team leader have to report to project manager. Then how? If you didn't finish some task, if the work is pending, then what answer a team lead will be given? So that is the reason we don't have any team leads here. Got it? No team leads, nothing. Everyone have to feel that I have to do it. This is my project. Because of me, maybe a lot of fear will be there inside. Because of me, maybe these people may lose the game. Correct? So that the psychology, they they bring out that brings out a person skills and hard work and whatever it is, smart work and whatever it is. So that is what the scrum is. Okay, now when I say cross functional team, combination of all these people. For example, your goalkeeper is not performing well, someone from your team will have to work. This is important. Second point here is, so coming to the IT example, software company. Okay, let's assume you are a business analyst, and earlier you were a tester lead, you were a testing lead. Okay, let's assume on a promotion you got job as a business analyst, but earlier you were a very good tester. Got it? Now let's see the situation here, the scenario here. Let's assume your testing team is unable to do the things, or your testers are not available, or something, some unexpected situations may happen sometimes. At that time, you have to involve in this testing, and you have to finish the work. You have to do testing. But you should not say, like, why I will do testing. I'm a business analyst, I got recruited as a business analyst, then why I have to do testing? It is not, that is not going to work. Okay, so your manager will ask you, I mean, your scrum master will ask you, do you have a bandwidth? Bandwidth means, many people think it's a time. Not only time, it comes like knowledge, skills, time, and patience. This all comes under bandwidth. That means your scrum master will ask you, let's assume you're a BA now, and you came from some testing background, or some data analysis background, or some programming background. So depending on the situation, scrum master will ask you, hey, Femi, can you do this? Do you have a bandwidth? That means you have to see whether you are busy with your work or not, or you able to do this, or do you have knowledge on this, do you have time to do this. According to that, you will fix the things. Okay, so if you have knowledge, you do it. Otherwise, no issues. If you don't have, no issues. But having a knowledge, if you are not doing, means, so that is not the right thing to do. That is not a right attitude. Okay, you have to do it. That is what Scrum says. Got it? Now, so what else? What are the things we discussed? We talked about product owner, backlog. Scrum master is none other than a coach. Then Scrum team is nothing but a cross-functional team. What is cross-functional team? People work on different roles depending on the situation. If they have bandwidth, if they have time and knowledge, that's it. It is not like, for example, I'm a project manager, so I don't have Java background, or I am a business analyst, I don't have Java background. If my manager asks me to do Java programming, how can I do it? Correct? I can't do it. Yes. Yes, for me.
Uh, for the goalkeeper you described here, how does it apply?
Pardon, I didn't get your question.
Yeah, you described the goalkeeper here.
Okay.
How does that apply? And of course, the BA testing lead. Is the BA also going to be responsible for the doing the testing?
No, no, it's an example I gave you. I mean,
Okay.
when you look at a football game, basically, because
Mm.
this model we took from Scrum, right, from some sports like. So if you look into football game example, if your goalkeeper is not performing well, or there is no goalkeeper, so what you do basically in a team, someone from your
Mm.
team will play as a goalkeeper, right?
Goalkeeper. Okay. Okay.
That's what, it's an example. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So in the same way, in your development team, in an IT company, software companies, so if someone is not doing, I mean, if someone like a tester is not performing well, or a business analyst is not performing well, let's say in my company my business analyst is not available, then I will work, I have to work as a project manager. I have to do some business analysis also, because the situation demands. Not all the time, I mean, meanwhile, like, in any emergency you have to work on it. That's it. Now, uh, okay. So as I said, we don't have a project manager, we don't have a team lead, correct? Okay. So why we don't have a team lead? Let's see. Can you tell me, like, in a football game or any game, can you tell me like one fellow is greater than other fellow? It won't be like that, right? So you can't say like, David Beckham is a superior than other. There is no superior, there is no lead. Every individual have their own identity. Am I right? You got my point, right? So it depends on the time. When the time comes, the skills will come out. That's it. It is not like only this person is the superior or others are waste. No, it's not like that. Okay. So here, that is the reason we don't have any team leads, no superiors. Every individual is unique. Okay, I'm talking about employees here. Okay, every individual is unique. Every person will have that importance. Only the thing matters here is uh, senior or junior. That's it. I mean, a fresher or a senior or a junior. That's it. But it is not like that. I'm a 10-year senior, so I'm superior to you. No superior, nothing. So when there is no superior, when there is no this type of political dramas, then automatically what happens? Every individual feel that I am important, I am unique. Correct? That uniqueness will come out, will bring the clarity, will bring the hard work from each and every employee, and they will strive to work hard, and they will strive to do the success the project. Got it, Femi? Understand? No team leads. That is the reason we don't have any team lead, no managers. So if you look into game, do you find any team leads in a game? No, right? You will find a coach. That's it. A coach is a person who motivates. That's it. No team lead, nothing. And all people the team itself will decide what to do, what not to do. Okay, and as a whole family they will discuss, and they will play the game, and they will win the game. Correct? So that is what happens here. Okay, any doubts here? No.
No, it's fine.
Okay, that's great. So let's move forward.
Sorry. The first topic we did, I couldn't open this stuff on. I think this like word format is it's from it's a Apple application, right?
So which one? I mean, you want this Excel sheet?
Is
I mean
is
this.
this is this Microsoft Excel?
No, no, this is not Excel. This is numbers. I mean app application.
Yeah, I couldn't open it. I couldn't open it.
Okay, I understand. Anyhow, you will be having this recording, right? And moreover, uh, I think I
I
have
didn't know
some
you.
other, yeah, I have some other Scrum templates which I explained on Microsoft Office. Okay, to my other
Okay,
students, I will send you that. Got it?
okay, okay.
Or else you can take a screenshot also. Okay, after the session,
Yeah.
you can take a screenshot. Okay,
Okay.
right. Now, uh, coming to the next point, that is, as I said, there are no team leads, right? And no manager. Then how project manager, I mean the scrum master, will come to know that what each and every individual is doing? Correct? Each and every individual is doing. Let's see. Will be having this meeting known as daily stand up meeting. Daily stand up meeting goes for 15 minutes every day, every 24 hours. Okay. So what happens in this daily stand up meeting? Let's see. So uh, who conduct this daily stand up meeting means Scrum Master. Okay. Scrum Master will conduct this daily stand-up meeting, and Scrum Master will invite all employees. Okay, so what happens? Let's see. Once Scrum Master invite all people, so Scrum Master will ask three questions. What about yesterday's task? Okay, what about yesterday's task? And next is, what about today's task? I mean, what you're doing today. Okay, and the third one is, why you didn't finish yesterday's task. Yesterday's task. Okay, so three questions. A is, what about yesterday's task? B is, what about today's task? I mean, what you're doing today. That means, okay. C is, why you didn't finish yesterday's task. So only these three questions Scrum Master will ask each and every person. Like for example, the first question is, what about yesterday's task? If you finished it, okay, that's fine. And the next question will be, what you're doing today? What is your task? Immediately Scrum Master will make a note. And whatever you finish, Scrum Master will make a note. And why you didn't finish? If you say that no, it's there was some problem in the programming, or there was some problem in the analysis, or there was some problem in the testing, no issues, no need to worry. Scrum Master will assign some other person to you. Okay, maybe, so let's say you are a junior, Scrum Master will assign a senior person, or maybe you are a senior and you are unable to do it, some other colleague, some other employee will be assigned to that, to look into that and move forward. Okay, see, Scrum Master have to see that there shouldn't be any pause in the middle, there shouldn't be any breakups in the middle. Later they will discuss who is performing well, who is not, that is secondary issue. But here, because we have very less time, we have only 1 month of time to 2 to 4 weeks of time to finish the project. Okay, there is no time for discussions that you are right, I am right, correct? So immediately Scrum Master will hand over this to some other, and then this both people will sit together, discuss and finish the things. Got it? So this is known as daily stand-up meeting. And the second one is sprint planning meeting. Sprint planning meeting is the initial meeting. So this is basically the first meeting. After sprint planning meeting only daily stand-up meeting will come, because daily stand-up meeting happens every day and sprint planning meeting happens in the beginning. Okay, now in this sprint planning meeting what happens, let's see. Product owner explains. Okay, product owner explains complete project to team, scrum team. Okay, here business analyst or business systems analyst, they will make a note and they'll prepare a document for it, that is other issue. But here scrum master, product owner will explain the pros and cons and advantages, disadvantages, everything to team. This is known as planning meeting. Now product owner explains everything to the team and product owner will give a backlog. Now as a whole team, you take this backlog and cut down into pieces. I mean, depending on your designations and your roles and responsibilities, you have to perform, you have to divide the things. As a whole team you have to divide and you have to work. So who will help you here? Scrum Master will help you. If you have any issues, if you are not clear, Scrum Master will help you in the work breakdown structure. Okay, got it? Next meeting is, so let me write down, like, this is the first one. Okay, and the second meeting is sprint review meeting. Okay, review meeting. So review means, okay, once the planning is done, once we got the project, once we start working on it, I mean as a technical team, then once the project is done or whatever it is, you will finish something, right? You will do something, a sprint. Then you have to show it to product owner. Show to product owner. Now product owner will give a feedback, whether it is good or bad, or whether we need to some changes or whatever it is. So if any changes are needed, again we have to do the things, and again we will be having review meeting. At last, by the end of the review meeting, your project is done. Okay. Now the third meeting is sprint retrospective meeting. Retrospective means what? So once you finish the project, now project is done, it's a silent writing, or we can call it a party time. Okay, and also we can say it is a meeting. Okay, wherein between scrum master, I mean between the coach, scrum master and team members, not product owner. Remember, product owner is from client, from business side, right? So here only coach and scrum master and scrum team, they will discuss what went well. Okay, let me write down here what went well, where we have to improve. Okay, and uh, what else, what went well, where we have to improve, and what to do, I mean, in the next project. I mean, you will take some prior points, right? You will take care, right? So what else, what mistakes we did here, so what are those, you make a list and try to rectify them, and in the next session, next sprint, you should see that they should not repeat again. Okay, got it? Like this, these three questions, the 3 points I will discuss in the sprint planning meeting. And in the sprint review meeting, the review of the project once it is done, and the planning meeting is the initial meeting between the team and the product owner, and explains, a product owner explains the project to team, and as a whole team they will decide what to do and they will finish the task. Okay, this is what all about scrum. Okay, so if you are clear up to here, then I will go to the next level, I mean the next part. Clear, Shan?
For this second of the sprint review meeting, um, is it after? Is it at the end when when the whole project within that 2 weeks when the work is done, maybe on the last day, then
Mm,
they invite the
mm,
product owner to the
mm,
business
mm,
to the meeting, and then he does a review of the entire
mm.
product,
Correct.
the design, yeah, that they've done, and then they present it to him in the meeting, and
Mm.
then is it short after that? Then they have another meeting, which is a retrospective meeting.
Retrospective, yeah.
Yeah, retrospective meeting.
Mm.
Then sometimes does it require him maybe during the review meeting, if it's something he has to go and look at and not just, then maybe he gives he has a thorough view at it. Maybe then at the next meeting he now decides that this is what,
Mm.
yeah, was done, and then
Mm. So discussion about finished sprint is retrospective meeting. Discussion about the completed sprint, completed work, like after the game, either you win or lose, whatever it is in a game, they will discuss, right? But here you have to win. This is not a game. So this is a software company. If you fail it, then everyone will be knocked out of the company. Okay, so you have to win it here. Either maybe sometimes it may take some more time, maybe one more sprint we will take, but whatever it is, we have to finish it off. But in a game it is not like that. If you lose, win, that is a different scenario. Got it? So done, it's clear. And you also understand about daily stand-up meeting, right? See, this daily stand-up meeting happens after the sprint planning meeting. Okay, the first meeting will be sprint planning meeting, and after that every day you will have this daily stand-up meeting. Okay, and then after finishing the project review meeting, and I mean, you have to show it to client, review, and after finishing the project, it is retrospective meeting once you are done completely with the project. Okay, now moving to the next point. When I say scrum, scrum project, so people have to sit at one place, all at one place. Okay, like it is not like you don't have separate cabins. Like for developers, you have, if you look into other models, for developers you will have a separate cabin, for designers you will have separate cabin. Okay, for manager you will have separate, for BA you will have separate. No, it's not like that. I mean, if project manager is discussing with the client any personal, I mean anything, then project manager will go to a separate cabin and that fellow will discuss. That's okay, fine. Even business analyst also, while gathering the requirements, business analyst will go to separate cabin and discuss. That's fine. But here, people sit together. What I mean to say is like testing, development, designing, everything happens in front of you. Okay, so if you work in this Scrum model for 2 years, completely if you involve in this Scrum for 2 years, that is equivalent to 6 years or 7 years if you work, I mean, work in the other models, because in other models you don't know what developers are developing, correct? You don't know, you don't go and see their screens, right, what is happening. But here it is not like that. So everyone sit in one big conference room. Okay, so we'll have a projector, everything like logistics, so that suppose testing people are discussing about something, or something they are writing on a board, you can view, you can understand what is that. So why all people under one roof, because you will understand the project very easily, quickly, because you will occupy yourself with the complete project. So you will be occupied completely with the project. Okay, so that makes your life very easy, that makes your analysis, or whatever it is, whatever you are, you know it will make it very easy to understand. Got it? And moreover, not only about understanding, or not only about that, knowledge. So you'll gain enough knowledge within less time. Knowledge is important, right? So you will come to know what happens in development, what happens in testing, easily, because every day you sit with these people for 8 hours. Okay, every day 8 hours. You just think, so how much you can learn. Okay, that is the main advantage of Scrum. Why, why all people are sit under one place? I'll tell you why. Because the first thing is, it saves time. Got it? How it saves time, let me write down here. How it saves time, because, say, suppose you want to talk to a tester, okay, or you want to talk to a development team, then what you will do, basically you will email him, or you will email them, or you will call them, something like that. It takes some time, right? Then they have to check their email, and then they have to reply back. It's not like that. Face to face, in front of you, you will find them. You can directly ask them what is going to happen, what is happening, and all this. So mostly you can save time, and there won't be any misunderstanding. Okay, there won't be any misunderstanding. And what else? And the cost will be less, correct? Because when I say Scrum, it should not be more than it should not be more than 7 to 9 people. 9 people are the maximum, or let's say 10 people, that's it. Not like 15, 20 people, we don't take them. And the duration is less, correct? And we bother only about must and should
And
requirements.
like
Yeah.
most Scrum team members are like consultants.
Pardon?
I said sometimes the Scrum team members might be consultants that are recruited for the duration of the project.
Correct. Consultants, contract employees, correct. Okay, so yeah, we bother and gather about only must and should requirements. Got it? We don't bother and gather all the would and won't requirements or could requirements, because what is important, that only we'll design. That's what Agile says, right? Less formal and reduced scope for time critical applications, correct? So like this, we use this Scrum. So people sit at one place in one big conference room, and we will be having these four types of meetings, and cross functional team, Scrum Master, Scrum team, product owner, sprint, backlog. Okay, everything is clear, or you have any doubts? So,
Say something. Comparing, yeah, let me say something. Comparing a team, two companies,
mm,
such as let's say Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is a bank,
mm-hmm,
but Wells Fargo is considered a product company too, right?
yeah, it's a product-based company. Wells Fargo, Bank of America. I mean, they develop their own applications. They have their own IT companies.
Okay, but somewhere a company like Walmart or
Yes, Walmart is also a
so a company
product-based company. Walmart also have their
now,
own development center.
why do you on what basis do you define a company to be a product-based company? Is it a a company such as an FMCG or whereby
No,
they
no, no,
produce
no.
tangible products?
No, no, no.
Okay,
What I'm saying is, no, no. Don't go for all the FMCG or banks. I'm not talking about all those. What I'm trying to say here is, if you are developing your own application, then you will become a product-based company. We call you as a product-based company. Got it?
okay,
Now, let's say
okay.
Walmart. So Walmart is a retail industry basically. So
yeah,
basically, so when I say Walmart is a retail industry, let's say in Walmart they need some 20 or 30 internal portals. Okay.
yeah,
So what they do, they go and communicate with some service companies like IBM or TCS, and they will explain their requirements. Okay, and they will design these 20 or 30 portals. That's fine. Now, what happened is Walmart, they started their own software companies.
okay,
They started their own software company. Got it? They don't want any service from any service company, service IT companies, because they constructed their own software company infrastructure. Okay, and now what they did, they hired IT people from the market. Okay, they hired technologies, they hired skilled people, and then they are developing their 20 or 30 or 100 applications, whatever they want. They are developing their own projects. They are not giving it to any other companies. Got it? So when you are developing your own application in your own company, so obviously you will try to do it within less price. Correct? Less cost, less price, less time. Basically. Okay, this is all about. Now you got it right. Whatever it is, it can be Walmart or food company or FMCG or retail or whatever it is. Any industry you can take, pharmacy or banking. Every industry who have their own development center. Own development center means what? Their own softwares. It is not like they are preparing their own food or they are preparing their own products. Okay, I'm not talking about that. Okay, I'm talking about their own software applications. In Walmart, we do have Walmart IT companies. Sears Holdings also have Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan. Many companies have their own software companies like Microsoft, Dell. Okay, all the organizations, HSBC, all organizations, American Airlines, British Airlines, Reliance. They have their own IT companies. If you see Reliance, they are into many industries, right? So they develop their own applications. Got it? Okay.
yes,
Now it's clear, I think, right?
yes,
Now you got. Okay, fine. So for what type of projects we use this? It's a big question. I mean, for what type of projects we use this Scrum model means highly changing of data or highly emerging of data. That means rapidly changing of data, like share market reports, okay, a business sales reports, or a graphs, or advertisements, okay, on a media channel. If you see advertisements or a news on a media channel, okay. So all these all these this type of uh, I mean daily changing of data, weekly changing of data, monthly changing of data applications, we follow this Scrum. Got it? Wherever you find this like daily changing of data, we'll follow this Scrum model, daily or weekly or monthly, whatever it is. Because 2 to 4 weeks, right?
okay.
2 to 4 weeks.
Will you
Huh.
consider um, you know, newspaper industries that have websites, or
Yes.
somewhere like CNN.
Yes. You're right. CNN, retail industries, everything, not only media. Okay. Like if you look into retail industry, for example, how many new customers coming to the store, how many new products they are selling. Okay. Online retail store or physical store, whatever it is. Got it? So this all comes under Scrum. Okay. That is the reason we have very less time, 2 to 4 weeks. In 2 weeks, you will finish one sprint. 2 weeks, you will output some data. Okay, you can take this screenshot. However, I will send you. I'll try to send another one, but just a second. Take two screenshots. Okay.